It's been over 3 decades since the first coffee was poured at Central Perk. The laughter of friends echoed through apartments across the world, embedding itself in pop culture like few shows ever have. But behind the sitcom magic was something real, something deeper than punchlines and applause. A friendship was born on that set, not just between characters, but between two women who would come to define the word for a generation: Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. What started as scripted banter between Rachel and Monica evolved into something unscripted, unbreakable. And all these years later, it hasn't faded. If anything, it's grown stronger, season after season, year after year, long after the cameras stopped rolling. In the early 90s, they were both at pivotal points in their careers. Jennifer had bounced between short lived TV shows and small roles, while Courtney had made waves in Family Ties and Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark video. But when they landed their roles on Friends, their lives changed in parallel and together. They didn't just work side by side, they leaned on each other. Through failed auditions, press tours, grueling shooting schedules, and the sudden intensity of international fame, their bond formed not through forced, but through quiet, mutual understanding. They shared dressing rooms, dinners, heartbreaks, and victories. They supported each other through the highs of Emmy wins and the lows of tabloid scrutiny. What made their friendship stand out was its consistency. In an industry known for fleeting relationships and public fallouts, theirs stayed rooted, not in obligation, but in genuine love. Jennifer once said Courtney was her anchor, the friend who always knew the right thing to say when the storm hit. Courtney, in turn, called Jennifer her sister, someone who never judged, only listened. They'd been each other's confidants through divorces, career reinventions, and personal reinventions. When Jennifer was going through her highly publicized split from Brad Pitt, Courtney was right there, not just at her side in front of the cameras, but behind closed doors, protecting her peace. And when Courtney navigated her own divorce from David Arquette, Jennifer returned that same unwavering support. Their friendship isn't performative. It's not built for Instagram or publicity tours. You see it in the way they celebrate birthdays, in the photos Jennifer posts calling Courtney my CC, and in Courtney's quietly supportive comments under Jen's throwback posts. You hear it in their interviews, not in the scripted sound bites, but in the effortless affection that lingers between their words. They were there for each other through motherhood, too. Courtney's daughter Coco has grown up calling Jennifer Aunt Jen, and when Jennifer chose a different path, remaining child-free in the public eye, Courtney remained her fiercest defender against a culture obsessed with defining womanhood by motherhood. The 2021 Friends reunion brought back memories for the world, but for Jennifer and Courtney, it was more than a nostalgic moment. It was a reminder of how far they'd come together. They held hands during filming. They teared up during the table read. They sat beside each other like they always had. Only now their bond was no longer defined by scripted lines, but by decades of real-life chapters. They've worked on separate projects. Jennifer with The Morning Show, Courtney with Cougar Town and Shining Vale. But they remain each other's loudest cheerleaders. Awards nights, premieres, magazine covers, when one shows up, the other often isn't far behind. But even when the spotlight dims, the friendship shines just as brightly. What's striking is how their personalities balance each other. Jennifer, the warm, spontaneous extrovert. Courtney, the detail-oriented, introspective planner. Their chemistry on screen wasn't accidental. It mirrored something that was already happening behind the scenes, and it continues to this day. Jennifer has said that friendships like hers with Courtney are rare in Hollywood, where competition and ego can ruin even the most promising connections. But theirs never cracked. In fact, it's likely what helped them survive the whirlwind of fame. They had each other to come home to when the red carpet ended. They had each other when the world had opinions, rumors, and relentless scrutiny. It's not just about how long they've been friends. It's how they've been friends. They've grown with grace, allowing room for change, for evolution. They don't talk every single day, but when they do, it's as if no time has passed. The foundation is that solid. You can feel their history in the little things, How they finish each other's stories in interviews, how they laugh at jokes nobody else gets, how a glance between them tells more than 1,000 words. There's comfort in knowing that some things, even in the chaos of Hollywood, remain unchanged.